So this is pretty easy. I feel like this is one of the easier tutorials that's gonna be uploaded. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is cover my brows. Same technique that I always use. I use a glue stick, comb them up, powder them, and then I cover them with the paint. And then now I'm gonna go in with the foundation shade that's a little bit lighter than me. So the image that I'm referencing is this chart from this Instagram page called Milk1422. It's just an Instagram page where they do a bunch of different face charts, and this one stood out to me a lot because fortune teller has a lot of eyes. Even though I'm not going to end up with that many eyes, it's still cool, and I really wanted to go with this one. The first thing that I'm going to do is just draw all of those lines on my face. Like I said, I'm just pretty much mimicking the painting. This really isn't a tutorial because I'm just mimicking like what I see. It's not really anything that I kind of came up with and am going off of, but what I'm doing is just creating shadows, and then I am, of course, if you want to make a shadow, you want to fade from where it's darkest towards the center, if that makes sense. I'm going to go in with this white paint, and I'm going to add the highlights in certain spots, and then just dab it with my finger. So like I said, I'm just pretty much mimicking the drawing. So I'm just going to go everywhere where I see a highlight and a shadow on the drawing and add that to my face. I'm going to contour my nose, and then I'm going to add a highlight to my nose. Now this mouth area, this is kind of where things got a little tricky for me because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. At first, I wanted to just shade the outside of my mouth. I kind of made the corners of my mouth kind of extend outward, but I realized I didn't want to do that. And then I started shading my lips, and I was like, you know what? I look like a smoker. So I was like, I don't want to do that either. And then I said, you know what? Let me try teeth. So I did the teeth, shaded everything, made the lines and everything for the teeth. I was, you know, I was in it. But I said, you know what? I don't want to do teeth either. So I decided to wipe that off and then go away for a minute and come back to the mouth later. So now I'm going to go over on the side where I made these little oval shapes at. I'm going to put the eyeballs in because these are going to be eyeballs. So I'm going to start with that. Just pretty much making an eyeball on each side, you know. All right, so what I'm doing here is just adding even more intense highlights. So I'm gonna go in with a white and just add highlights where it's necessary. So I'm adding it to my eye. I added it like all over my face pretty much. This look really looks, I don't know, like a lion, but it's not really like a lion, but it looks like a lion. So I'm back at the lips, and then this is where I decided to just kind of make my lips look just really big, if that makes sense. I moved upwards from the forehead to make my forehead, I don't know, look like not a normal forehead, and I just did a little highlighting and shading there. I didn't get it on camera, but as far as the lips, all I did was pretty much just make my lips look bigger and just exaggerate it. Like I said, this whole look was pretty much just exaggerating what was already on your face. And after that, I'm going to try to tie this little fabric on my head to give like that fortune teller vibe. I was struggling. I was struggling a lot, so I went off camera, finally folded it, and then I added a little feather to the top of my head to kind of complete the illusion. And yeah. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video.